Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Well, it's time for another Tools and Tech Tuesday, and this is a solar phone charger from Nature Power. I bought a few of them, so let's open one up and check it out and see what's inside.
At first I thought maybe the first unit that I tried was completely defective because I left it out in the sun in what were probably ideal conditions for quite a while and it didn't seem to take any kind of a charge. But I decided to plug it in and this is what happened. Well, so I tried the one that wasn't charging via the solar panel and it seems to be charging now. So we'll let this charge up and then I'll start using it and then we'll see if it'll charge with the solar panel, because I don't know if the solar panel isn't functional or if maybe the battery was just so depleted by sitting on the shelf for so long that it wasn't working. I don't know, but let's see what happens. All right, 1 minute short of 5 hours and this thing is finally fully charged. I opened up another one and it already had some charge in the battery. All right, I don't know what's up with this, but I noticed when I first took this one out, it's got more battery than the other one. Doesn't have a full battery, but hey, we're pretty close. On this third solar charger, I wanted to see if it would charge just by artificial light. So I put it up here and it's about 2.5 feet from the light. It never did charge through the solar panel just with the artificial light, but then again, I only gave it a few nights with the light on.
So let me tell you a little more about this thing. As you saw, it comes with a cable, and one end of that cable has USB-A, and then the other end has USB-C, USB micro, and a lightning end on that. So you can use it to charge lots of different things, and you can use that cable to charge the unit itself. It didn't come with the little block to plug it in the wall, but you probably have one of those laying around anyway.
At least according to Apple, we all have about 100 of them laying around anyway, so they don't need to include them with their phone anymore, even though what they include is a cord that uses USB-C to lightning rather than the USB-A that is so common. Yeah, that wasn't about increasing their profits, but I'm not salty.
And of course, you could always plug it into another USB port, such as a game console, or into your PC, or whatever. On the top here, you have a USB-A port. On the side, you have another one. And on this side, you have USB-C. You charge the unit either via this USB-C port or the integrated solar panel. This is the power button. You hit it once, and it tells you how much battery you have. As you can see, I have 3 bars out of 4, so I have about 75% battery. If you double tap the power button real quick, you get a flashlight. Double tap it again, and it turns it off. If you hit the power button and hold it for 2 seconds, the LED panel lights up. Hit the power button once, it goes dimmer. Hit the power button again, and it flashes an SOS signal. Hit it again, and it goes back to the bright LED panel just being lit up. If you want to turn it off, you just hit it and hold it down until it turns off. It charged a Samsung Note 8, which has a large battery, all the way from 2% to full in less than 3 hours. It also charged the iPhone 12 Pro Max that was completely dead all the way up to 61% before it finally died, and that took less than 2 hours. So overall, would I recommend this thing? Well, it really depends on what you want to use it for. First of all, I really like that you have these little rubber plugs that go into the USB ports. That offers you an IP64 rating. That means it's going to have some protection from dust. I like that it gives you 3 different modes for the LED panel, and it gives you a flashlight. That gives you some versatility. The 8000 milliamp battery is going to charge your phone at least once, depending on how low your battery is when you first plug it in. On the downside, I really do think that they should have used a better solar panel to integrate into this, maybe a monocrystalline instead of polycrystalline. So I'd say it's a pretty decent value if you're going to use it as a power bank. You want to plug it into the wall, charge this up, and then be able to stick this in the glove box or wherever and have it for an emergency and be able to charge up your phone. I think it's great for that. I also think that this would be great if you wanted to leave it on a window or somewhere where it could charge over a long period of time. The spec sheet says that this thing is 120 milliamps. That means in an hour it will produce 120 milliamp hours in ideal conditions. And that's the catch. How often do you have ideal conditions? So if you do the math, for an 8000 milliamp battery, if you divide that by 120, it would take over 66 hours for this solar panel to charge this battery in ideal conditions. Given that the estimate for sun hours in my location here in Michigan is, I believe, 4.5 hours, so that would mean that this would take a couple weeks to charge the battery on this solar panel. What I would not recommend this for is a situation where you want to go camping and use the solar panel to charge your phone up every day. It's just not going to be able to do it. The solar panel just doesn't produce enough power to charge your phone every single day. So, as an emergency, yes. As a regular power bank where you plug it into the wall, charge this, and then you take it around and you can charge your phone later with it, that's fine. Just don't rely on this solar panel to do much for you in a short period of time. It's a pretty good product, but it would be much better if the solar panel was more powerful and could charge the internal battery faster. Well, there you go. There's a look at the solar power bank from Nature Power. I hope you found this video useful and interesting. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to talk to you down there. And if you have a different product that you've used that you like better, let me know down there too. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.
Alright, I know this is kind of weird, but I even like to keep track of what packaging this stuff came out of. So this is the second one. So I took the bread tie that came off the charging cable and I made a little 2 out of it. We'll put this in the plastic and then we'll put the plastic back in the box so we know that this is the second one.
Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Well, it's time for another Tools of Tech Tuesday, and this is a folder. Okay. From Nature Power. Let's open it up and check it out. I had it and the bus went by. Capacities. You have USB-A on one end, and then you have USB mark. You charge the unit either by this. It's a pretty good product, but it would be even better if they put a better settle. Hit it again and it turns off. Oops.